All right, so I'm back, and we're going on to my next comics here. We got a Spider-Man 297. This is the reason I picked this up is, first of all, Doc Ock is my favorite Spider-Man villain. Say what you will about Kingpin. Say what you will about there's so many great villains: Green Goblin, Hobgoblin, Vulture, Sandman. I mean, the list goes on. There's a lot of great characters. Um, but if you were to associate, like, if you were to marry two iconic, uh, if you were to couple a villain and a superhero together, and you were to rank them, Batman Joker, and you have, and then Superman Lex Luthor, those are probably two, and then third, you'd have to go Spider-Man Doc Ock. You just have to. Because it's just it's just such an iconic, they're just so iconic. That Spider-Man #3 cover, and then the Romita art where Doc Ock and Spider-Man. Oh man, that's Spider-Man. That's like quintessential Spider-Man. So I don't think there were. I think this is the first Doc Ock black costume Spider-Man, which is why I picked it up. Correct me if I'm wrong. There might be an earlier one because he's such a reoccurring. I mean, he seems to just break out of prison like every third issue or something. But I got this because I like the cover. Anytime you have Doc Ock, Spider-Man, or the tentacles, and they're he's fighting the tentacles. Anytime you have that on a cover, you want it. You want to get it. I want to get it. That's just the way I feel. So if you agree, uh, give me a like. But moving on, here we go. This is a really nice copy. That's also why I picked up this issue. Just beautifully. That's a 9.8. This is 9.8 all day long. All day long. Well, there's a little bit of a. I am gonna get this pressed. So I'm hoping there's a little bit of like a. That's minor. Even if I don't get this pressed, I'll get a 9.8. It's just a very nice copy. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, and so I got these. That I did get these recently, and I didn't pay $8. I paid $4. I paid $3, and I paid $4. So these were half, like 50. And I want to give a shout out to my man Jeff at Ancient Comics. These were purchased there. He is a great guy. First of all, let me just say Jeff has a shop in Burien, and I really recommend people go there and get comics from him because he has his prices are very reasonable, and he has a great selection. And really, he his books are just like they're well maintained. So I appreciate him pricing everything with the grades in mind. In fact, I think he has a lot of his stuff undervalued. So if you're looking for bargains, definitely go check him out. My only, I think, complaint is that people have gone there and just kind of cleaned him out. There have been a few collectors that have gone there and just cleaned out his X-Men, cleaned out his Spider-Man. So yeah, hopefully he finds ways to secure more I'm sure he's going to have to pay a pretty penny to secure those issues that I'm looking for, but hopefully he stocks up soon. By the time I get some credit to go shopping for comics again, but at the moment it's 0. This is another very nice copy, black cover, so it's harder to get top grades in, but very clean looking. Like initial impression, it looks high grade. You're gonna see ever so slight 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's all you're gonna see. And so these black covers are so hard to, where the flaws are just gonna stand out like that. And I could see this still getting a 9.8, but in all likelihood it's a 9.6 because of those. But a 9.6 I think is still good. This one is also very nice, but it's got flaws here. You got some, I think those are pressable. They're not color breaking. The real issue is here with the staple. There's a little crinkle there in the staple there. So maybe with the press something could be done. Also this staple, there's a little bit of ink rub there. Yeah, there's a little bit of staining there of some kind, but right there, staple is just janky looking. But outside of that, it's a very sharp, nice looking comic. I think this might have been pressed, but there's a little, that corner is doing some funky stuff right there. Press that out. So this would probably be closer to a 9.2, maybe a 9.0. Maybe even a 8.5. Yeah, just all these little. But it's too nice of a copy to be an 8. I want to say 9.0, and this is something I would consider getting graded, just because it's a Wolverine Daredevil cover. It's Jansen goodness, so yeah, I could get this graded, and if it came back a 9.0, I'd still be happy. Yeah, I'd be happy with a 9.0 grade. I got this knowing it was not a high grade copy, so that's fine. All right, we'll be back with more.